Okay, so today we're looking at one NBT B3. I can compare two-digit numbers by looking at their place value and by using symbols. So the first thing we're gonna look at are these symbols. We have greater than, less than, and equal to. I've always been confused with the greater than and less than symbol, and I finally found a trick, okay? So here we have the number 23 and we have the number 46. If I look at the place value, I have a 2 in the tens place and I have a 3 in the ones place. And I can draw out my 10 sticks and my ones. So here I have 2 tens, 10, 20, and I have 3 in the ones place. So I'm going to draw 3 ones. 1, 1, 2 ones, 3 ones. So I have 10, 20, 3. So I have 20 plus 3. Okay, that's the expanded form of 23. I have 46 over here. I have a 4 in the tens place and a 6 in the ones place. So I'm going to draw my tens. 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 6 ones. So I have 10, 20, 30, 40 plus 6, expanded form of 46, which is standard form, okay? So if I'm looking and comparing these numbers, I always want to look at the greatest number first, not the greatest digit, okay? I want to look at the value of the greatest digit, okay? So right here I've got a 2, and that's in the tens place. So my tens place is where I want to look to compare to see which is greater. And I have 2 tens and 4 tens over here. There are more on this side. So that tells me that this side is going to be greater. There's less over here, so I only put 1 dot. Then I can connect it, kind of making a little mouth, and like an alligator, okay, it's going to eat that bigger number. So the alligator is going to go and eat more over here than he would get over there, okay? So let's see. We can say that 23, what did we say that 1 dot? Was it more or was it less? Is less. Let me get a different marker. 23 is less than 46. So because the dot, 1 dot has less, it's over on this side. We read from left to right, right? Left to right. Okay? 23 is less than 46. Let's go over to this side. We have 35 and 53. Divide our place value, looking at the looking for that greater number. In my tens place, I have 3 tens. 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens. Okay? Over here, in my tens place, I have 5 tens. 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens, 5 tens. We know if we think about cookies or candy or anything like that, if it was you and your sister, would you want 3 tens? Or would you want 5 tens? 3 candy bars or 5 candy bars? 5, right? So this side, we already know, is going to be more. So I'm going to put 2 dots right there, showing that 53 is more than 35. If this side is more, this side has to be less, so it only gets 1 dot. Then I'm going to connect it, okay? And the alligator always eats that bigger number, okay? We're going to compare 74 and 47. Here we have our tens place and our ones place. On this side, I have 7 tens. 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens, 5 tens, new line. 6 tens, 7 tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. The value of that tens place is 70, not 7, right? 70, right? Over here, we have 4 in the ones place, okay? 70 plus 4 is expanded form for the standard form of 74. Over here, we have this number. We have our tens place and our ones place. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, and 4, 5, 6, 7 ones. If I'm going to compare my numbers, I want to look at the place value that's bigger. So we know that the tens place is always going to be bigger than the ones place, right? So we're going to compare that tens place first. So here I can see that there are 7 tens, and over here is 4 tens. So I know that 7 is more. It's greater than 4. So I'm going to give it 1, 2 dots. Over here, 4 tens is fewer than. It is less than. So I'm only giving it 1 dot. I'm going to connect them. Okay. Make a mouth inside. And I know that I'm going to go and eat that bigger number. Okay. And to be able to read that, I can say that 74, because it has 2 dots, is greater than 47. Okay? And our last one over here, we have 17 and 27. We have our tens place and our ones, tens and ones. We have 1 10 versus 2 tens, okay? So we have the value of 10. We always want to look at that place value first. We have 1 10 there and 2 tens here, 10, 20. If you look at that place value, you can see that this side has a greater amount. So I'm going to give it 2 dots, and I'm going to write greater right away. Greater. This side is greater than. Okay, so since this side is more, I give it 2, and this side is fewer or less, I give it 1. Connect that. 1 dot means less than, right? So there's always going to be a greater than and a less than side. But again, we always read from left to right. So we're going to read from left to right. So we're going to say that 17 is less than 27, which is greater than 17. 17 is less than 27. Okay. But what if we have 18 and 18? What if I'm going to compare those two numbers? They look like they're the same. Still want to compare, right? Our tens place and our ones place. Our tens place and our ones place. 1 10, 8 ones, 1 10, 8 ones. If it's you and your sister or you and your brother and you are sharing it even, Steven, you are both going to get the same or an equal amount. So we are going to put equal right there. They are equal to each other. Okay? All right, good job.